In other local stories, the ballot that was to be held at the Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society in Ihalalelwala in Vanduraba had to be called off today as a result of the interference caused by a group of individuals, including UPFA parliamentarian Nishantha Muthuhettigama.
A group of officials representing the Commission of Cooperatives were present at the venue for the ballot that was to be held to elect the chairman and board of directors for the Multi-Purpose Cooperative Society in Ihalalelwala, Vanduraba, Gaul. UPFA parliamentarian Nishantha Muthuhettigama arrived at the venue just moments before the ballot was to be held.
Those who have committed fraud have also been given the opportunity to contest this election. Remove those who have engaged in corruption and conduct a free and fair ballot.
We don't have the power to make decisions here. They wrote to us requesting our involvement. We were asked to assist the said parties and report back on the ballot. It is the commissioner who should take a decision in this regard.
ඉතින් ඒ පහම අවුත් වෙච්ච මහසභාවේ අනිත් න්‍යායපත්‍රයට ඔබතුමාලා කැමති නැත්නම් නෑ කිසිම දෙයකට අපි කියන්නේ අපි කියන්න බෑ මේක නිවැරදි කරලා තියන්න කියලා. ඔබතුමාලා යන්න දෙයියනේ කියලා නැත්නම් ඉතින් මහත්යෝ මේක මෙතනින් ඉවර වෙන්නේ නෑ.
As a result of this, the ballot had to be called off.
අපි චෝදනා කරන දකුණු පළාත් සම්ප්‍රදාය කොමසාරිස් දෙපාර්තමේන්තුවට
We gathered here today to protest against the steps taken by the Southern Provincial Cooperatives Commissioners Department. They are spreading corruption without eradicating it. Around 30 investigations have been conducted. A new board of directors would be appointed. Subsequently, we will develop the cooperative society. We humbly request that this cooperative society, which provided a human service to this area, be transformed into a society free of fraud and corruption.
A group of individuals began hooting and also lit crackers. Chairman of the Baddegama Pradesh Sabha, Anura Narangoda, attempted to bring the situation under control.
Today, democracy was violated in Vanduramba. If the political authority is not allowing even to hold a ballot in a cooperative society in a village, the public in the country should get together and go to Geneva with petitions asking for our human rights to be protected. We would like to announce that residents in Vanduramba would support the resolution which will be presented in Geneva. Human rights violations take place in this country from the top to the bottom.
A seminar was held in Trincomalee today to create awareness among war heroes regarding the Darusman report and the allegations levelled at Sri Lanka at the United Nations Human Rights Council session in Geneva, Switzerland.
A group including high-ranking officials attached to the security forces attended the seminar, which was held at the Vivekananda Mahavidyalaya in Trincomalee today. Members of the security forces, along with their families, participated in the seminar. Major General M.R.W. De Soisa, who is the founder of the War Heroes Collective and the chairman of the Protect Lanka program, delivered the keynote address at the seminar. Meanwhile, an Adhisthana Puja was held at the historic Galviharya yesterday to invoke blessings on the government and war heroes. The puja was held under the auspices of the Minister of Health, Maithripala Sirisena. Venerable Vedaruwe Sri Upali Thera conducted religious observances at the occasion.
Several politicians have expressed views regarding the United States draft resolution on Sri Lanka that is to be tabled at the United Nations Human Rights Council sessions in Geneva, Switzerland.
When you take into account the wrongs that have been committed in the world, the people who they've harmed and the state leaders they have killed, one wonders whether this is wrong. The developed countries in the world have launched a campaign to appoint individuals to leadership positions in order to achieve their personal agendas. If we are to face any problem after the 20th of this month, it will be a result of the government's corrupt activities. We have a right to say that we need democracy and freedom. That does not have to be told in Geneva. We should actually be ashamed that America is pointing it out to us. They are trying to recommence separatist terrorism in the country. Robert O'Blake said recently that if Sri Lanka moves in this manner, the country's situation will deteriorate further. They are trying to make this country a fiery mess. We need to rise up against this.
We as politicians, we will fight different political parties at elections. Once election is over, we have to work for the betterment of our people. This is why we tell the US, enough is enough. Any sanctions against Sri Lanka, any sort of resolution against Sri Lanka is not called for. We oppose the US move that this is a country which all communities are living in peace and we are all aiding and we are implementing. Let us all rally against the odds that is coming, and we will definitely defeat what sort of interference that comes against us.
There are groups even today who live in the country but who have travelled overseas at this very moment in order to harm this country. Therefore, on one hand, we can see a group of people within our society itself who work silently to destroy us. If the problem that is to be brought forth is a political force brought under the guise of human rights, then the people of this country, President Mahinda Rajapaksa and our government is ready to face it. There are no divisions such as Sinhala, Tamil or Muslim. No matter what proposal is presented at the sessions in Geneva, we as a country have the ability of ensuring coexistence and reconciliation in this country.
The time for a short commercial break. Stay with News First. We will be right back. Welcome back to the news. Two persons, including the chairman of the Hangurankata Pradesh Sabha, Rana Singha Banda, have sustained injuries following an assault alleged to have been carried out by the chairman of the Central Provincial Council, Saleh Disanayaka. Police media spokesperson SP Ajit Rohan said that a complaint has been lodged with the Hangurankata police over the assault. He noted that the assault had taken place at the Hangurankata Pradesh Sabha office this afternoon. The Hangurankata police are conducting further investigations. A meeting was held in Valuya today to create awareness among the residents of the Maritime Pathu electoral division in the Mullathur district under the auspices of Deputy Leader of the United National Party, Sajith Premadasa.
Sajith Premadasa, who arrived at the Nikavava Viharaya in Valuya, where the meeting was held, inquired into the shortcomings of the Viharaya. We need to ask an important question. Since there is no war today, why aren't the funds which are allocated for the war being used in order to develop the hospitals and education in Valuya? I would like to know why the current leaders are not developing the irrigation system and strengthen 3,800 farming families in this area during the Yala and Maha seasons.
Yam වැඩපිළිවෙලක් යම් සංවර්ධන රටාවක් දියත් නොකරන්නේ කියලා මම අහන්න කැමතියි.
UNP parliamentarian Karuja Surya says that they once again urged the government to release former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca. MP Karuja Surya made these comments when he visited the Balikada prison today.
MP Karu Jayasuriya visited the Valikada prison today to look into the well-being of former Army Commander Sarath Fonseca.
ඉතින් අපි සෑමට විශ්වාස කරන දෙයක් තමයි මේ සරත් ෆොන්සේකා ජනරල්වරයා වගේ අය මේ රටේ ත්‍රස්තවාදයේ නිමකදීම නායකත්වය දුන්න අය නිදහස් කළා නම්
All of us believe that if people like General Sarath Fonseca, who provided leadership to eradicate terrorism from this country, are released, it would be in the best interest of the country and not otherwise. We urge the government to release this great war hero who spearheaded the fight to eradicate terrorism. Grant him the right to return to civil society. We strongly believe that the government would pay attention to this request, at least now, considering the situation the country is faced with at present and in light of the reaction of the international community.
රජයෙන් ඉල්ලා සිටිනවා අපි බොරවස්ලි විශ්වාස කරනවා දැන්වත් අද මේ රටේ තියෙන තත්ත්වය කල්පනා කරලා බලලා අද අපේ රටට ලැබෙන ලෝකයේ ලැබෙන ප්‍රතිචාර දිහා බලලා මෙන්න මේ ඉල්ලීම ගැන රජය අවධානය යොමු කරයි කියලා.
A woman was killed when a garbage truck crashed into a boutique in Kotahena. 3 more people were injured in the accident. Police media spokesperson SP Ajit Rohana stated that the garbage truck, which was parked, had moved backwards and crashed into the boutique.
The accident took place at around 10 a.m. today down Alvis Lane in Kotahena. The victim was identified as a 26-year-old woman who was the owner of the shop. The 3 persons who were injured in the incident have been admitted to the Colombo National Hospital. Residents in the area stated that since the road is on a slope, a log is used to stop any movement of the truck, but at the time of the accident, the log was missing.
2 of us had told them to keep the log to the wheel to stop the truck from moving. We have also told them not to try to get down from the truck while it's moving. This truck is in a very bad state. The victim was run over by the truck.
The driver was not in the truck, neither has a log been placed to the wheel. The driver has no consideration towards the people. The police media spokesperson said that the driver of the truck had been taken into custody in connection with the incident.
A wild elephant was killed after being hit by a rail bus between the Galloya and Kantali railway stations. The accident had taken place near the 142nd mile post of the Trincomalee-Galloya railway line. Following the accident last night, the rail bus had derailed. According to the railway control room, repair work along the railway track was completed this morning. An 8-year-old male elephant from the Kadurwala National Reserve had been killed in the accident. Meanwhile, a wild elephant was killed when it was hit by a train in the Ranmuggama area in Munaragala, Galgamua yesterday. The Pulpitigama police said the accident took place last morning. An elephant had fallen into the Izaditi waterway in the Pimburattava, which carries water from the Maduroya at dawn yesterday. Wildlife officers say that this 40-year-old pakitum from the Maduroya reserve fell into the waterway after attempting to drink from it. Wildlife officers engaged in an 8-hour rescue operation to free the animal and then released it into the reserve.